Good evening. My name is Andy Blosser. I'm the Director of Music here at First Community Church, and I take great pleasure in welcoming you tonight to this concert. This is the final installation of our Fridays at First concert series, and I do want to direct attention and just say some thank yous to the foundation. This series has been funded through the First Community Foundation from the Worship and Arts Endowment Fund, the Ruth and Dick McNeil Endowment Fund for the Friends of Music, and the Lee Rinker Memorial Endowment of the First Community Foundation. So thank you so much for their support of the arts here at First Community Church. I want to also just tell you that we also have a concert coming up on May 15th at South. That is 1320 Cambridge Boulevard. That is a chamber music series. And Camerata, which is Arina Sletner, Luis Biavo on cello, and Suzanne Newcomb on piano, will be giving a concert on May 15th at 5 p.m., so you're welcome to do that. And then I also want to do another shameless plug for our morning song service, which is a choral and orchestral service that is June 5th at 9 and 11 a.m., and we are focusing on the theme Peace. You will hear music by Elaine Hagenberg, Jose Mauricio Nunez Garcia, and Cedric Dent, and more. So you are completely welcome to come and be a part of that experience as well. And since you didn't come here to hear me speak, I do want to tell you that the chorale would like for you to hold your applause until after the third piece. And without further delay, please help me welcome the Ohio State University Chorale.
I'd like to thank all of you for being with us tonight and for helping us celebrate this return to performing live and for the most part without masks. Ohio State has been great about keeping the campus population safe during the pandemic. Currently, the status is that it is up to students to decide whether they're comfortable being on campus without masks. That policy extends to this performance today. You'll see some of our singers are wearing masks and some are not. That is just due to their level of comfort. But I think after singing with masks all year up until this concert, I think you'll be able to feel the excitement we feel about singing unmasked, because for us, it also feels that we're unshackled. And I think you'll be able to sense our excitement for singing for you. Before we sing the next piece, I'd like to welcome and introduce a very special guest tonight. I'd like to introduce the composer of the next two pieces on the program, John David Ernest, who came all the way from New York City to be with us tonight. John David. Mr. Ernest has put into his music all the joy and the excitement we are feeling tonight. The first piece, The Waking, is a setting of a poem by the great American poet Theodore Roethke. I've asked two of our wonderful singers to read the text, Ariel Alvarado and Bram Wayman.
I wake to sleep and take my waking slow.
I feel my fate in what I cannot fear.
I learn by going where I have to go. We think by feeling. What is there to know?
I hear my being dance from ear to ear.
I wake to sleep and take my waking slow. Of those so close beside me, which are you?
God bless the ground. I shall walk softly there and learn by going where I have to go.
Light takes the tree, but who can tell us how?
The lowly worm climbs up a winding stair. I wake to sleep and take my waking slow.
Great nature has another thing to do to you and me, so take the lively air.
And, lovely, learn by going where to go.
This shaking keeps me steady. I should know.
What falls away is always and is near.
I wake to sleep and take my waking slow.
I learn by going where I have to go.
Before we sing the last piece of our set, I would like to recognize 5 of our singers who are graduating and leaving Ohio State this semester. So, could I ask Ruth and Sarah and Jordan and Ashley and Scene to come and stand right about where my podium is? That's good. Ruth, raise your hand. Ruth Peart is graduating with a degree in vocal performance. She's going to Indiana University to pursue a master's of music degree. I asked each of them to tell me something about their time at SMU. Now. I spent my freshman year at SMU, and for some reason, I just went there. At Ohio State, at The Ohio State University, I asked them to think of something about that they were very proud about during their time here. Ruth said that she was proud that she has sung with this choir since she was a freshman. Sarah, raise your hand. Sarah Julian is a vocal performance major. She plans to stay in town and apply for graduate programs for next year. Something she's proud of. She said she loved singing the opera roles that she had here at OSU. Jordan, raise your hand. This is Jordan Drennan, vocal performance major. She's going to pursue a Master of Music degree at the University of Akron. She says she's proud to have learned American Sign Language this year, and that the deaf community here in Columbus has given her her very own sign name, one that is unique to her. Ashley, this is Ashley Bold. Ashley is a nursing major. She plans to move to Denver to be an emergency room nurse and hero. She is proud that she has kept singing in her life throughout college. And finally, Sue Sin, raise your hand. Dr. Sue is just receiving you know what she's receiving. It's a doctorate in music. Dr. Sue hopes to teach at the university level next year, and she has some hot prospects for that. She'll say that she's proud of the music she's made at Ohio State, but I'd also know that she's also secretly proud that she learned how to make American-style peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Please help me congratulate these seniors.
The next segment of tonight's concert features the Men's Glee Club. So as to keep the evening moving, we will offer our program with minimal applause. I will cue you when it's time. Our opening selection is an excerpt from Joseph Martin's composition, The Awakening. The text speaks to the joy we feel in returning to live music making. Awake, my soul, and sing. The silence of night has passed. A new day has begun. Let music never die in me. Forever let my spirit sing. The conductor for this selection is Dr. Daniel Farr. Our next selection is based on a popular Georgian folk song. This piece is based on a traditional 5/4 meter and some melodic fragments, which were common in the dance of the Georgian province of Adsaria. The text is a series of phonemes which serve to propel and invigorate the Kurumi dance rhythms. Our soloist is undergraduate music major Nick Danino, and the conductor is DMA candidate Colin Noth. American composer and lyricist Stephen Sondheim wrote many works for the Broadway stage. His musical Sweeney Todd was premiered in 1979. In the pie shop that Mrs. Lovett owns, Mrs. Lovett's Meat Pie Emporium, she has taken in young Tobias Ragg, who is homeless, to be her helper. When Mrs. Lovett tells Tobias to run and get a piece of toffee, she inadvertently takes out a coin purse she stole from Tobias's old master, Adolfo Pirelli, who Sweeney Todd had killed. Tobias expresses suspicions about Todd and states his desire to protect Mrs. Lovett, whom he has come to view as a mother figure. However, Mrs. Lovett tells him not to be afraid. Tonight we sing Robert Page's arrangement of Not While I'm Around. DMA candidate Jay Park will conduct. A cappella singing is popular on the OSU campus. Statesman is the Glee Club's a cappella ensemble. Under the music direction and leadership of Zach Del Monte, they will introduce themselves and their repertoire.
insecure. Don't know if you're turning heads when you walk through the door. Don't need makeup to cover up. Being the way that you are is enough. Everyone else in the room can see it. Everyone else but you. Maybe you light up my world like nobody. The way that you lift your hands me over. But when you smile at the ground, it ain't hard to tell. You don't know you're beautiful. If only you saw what I can see, you'd understand why I want you so desperately. Right now I'm looking at you and I can't believe you don't know. You don't know you're beautiful. That's what makes you beautiful.
I'm going to depart from our published program to share with you something I discovered on March 27. I attended the voice recital of Nick Donino. Nick is an accomplished musician, so I expected a fine program. What I did not expect was that he would invite three of his friends, Matt Burns, Indigo London, and Seiji Kamakama, to close the program. I immediately thought, this was something to be shared with our April 22nd audience. They call themselves the Zingamama Quartet.
Pass me by one summer day, flash those big brown eyes my way, and oh, I wanted you forevermore. Now, baby, I'm not one that gets around, swear my feet stuck to the ground, and though I never did meet you before, I said hello, Mary Lou, goodbye heart, goodbye heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with Mary. I knew Mary Lou that we never part, so hello, Mary Lou, goodbye heart. I saw your lips and I heard a voice. Believe me, I just had no choice. What horses, they couldn't make me stay away. I thought about it through midnight, arms around you, good and tight. That's all I need to see for me to stay. Hey, hey, hello, Mary Lou, goodbye heart, goodbye heart, sweet Mary Lou, I'm so in love with you. I'm in love with Mary. I knew Mary Lou, we never part. We never part, so hello, Mary Lou, goodbye heart, goodbye heart. Hello, Mary Lou, I'm in love with you, yes, hello, Mary Lou, goodbye heart. Right from the start I said hello, Mary Lou, goodbye heart, goodbye heart.
Our final selection was commissioned by the Men's Glee Club to close our 2020 concert for the Ohio Music Educators Association. The genesis of this piece is my love of the Andy Griffith Show. I have seen every episode, and I can quote dialogue. I would easily be competitive in a trivia contest based on the program. Some of my favorite scenes were when Andy, Barney, Aunt Bee, and Opie would sit on the front porch, Andy strumming his guitar, and the adults singing folk songs or hymns for their evening entertainment. When I heard that arranger Brant Adams was also an Andy Griffith fan, we began making plans for That Little Church in the Wildwood, songs we sang on Sunday morning. Music major Matthew Burns sings the opening solo.
Church in the valley by the wood, no love
It is my honor and privilege to present the Men's Glee Club class of 2022. These men have devoted countless hours to the Men's Glee Club, and they represent all that is good and right about Ohio State University. Please hold your applause until all graduates have been recognized. And to conclude, you are all invited to join the choirs in singing Carmen, Ohio. David Scott graduates with a bachelor's degree in choral music education. He has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 7 semesters, serving as baritone section leader for 3 and singing with Statesman for 5. David is pursuing a full-time teaching position in music. Adam Liss has earned a bachelor's degree in computer science and engineering and a minor in economics. The son of Zenon and Xenia Liss, Adam has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 8 semesters. During that time, he served as a member of the Communications Committee and as Vice President of Communications. After graduation, Adam will work as a software engineer at VMware. The son of Liz Kelker and Victor Van Boyum, Indigo London graduates with a bachelor's degree in comparative cultural studies with honors research distinction. Indigo has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 8 semesters, Statesman for 7 semesters, and Chorale for 2 semesters. Indigo's career plans include improving quality of life in underserved and disadvantaged communities. Peter Elgin graduates with a bachelor's degree in pharmaceutical science. The son of Carl and Karen Elgin, Peter has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 6 semesters and served as a member of the Operations Committee for 4 semesters. Peter has been accepted into OSU's PharmD program. The son of Chad Abent and Melinda Donnelly, Grayson Abent graduates with a bachelor's degree in music education. Grayson has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 7 semesters. During that time, he served as Tenor 1 section leader and was a member of Statesman. He is currently completing his student teaching experience with Ms. Amy Blosser at Bexley High School. Grayson will be employed as a high school or middle school choir director. Noah Miller graduates with a bachelor's degree in communication technology with a minor in German. The son of Michael and Laura Miller, Noah has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 8 semesters. During that time, he served on the Operations Committee. Noah will join the J.M. Smucker Company as a business analyst. Casey Wood has earned a bachelor's degree in Spanish linguistics. The son of Sarah Froman and Randy Wood, Casey has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 5 semesters. During that time, he was also a member of Statesman. The son of John and Ann Ross, Alex Ross has completed all requirements for a bachelor's degree in choral music education. Alex has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 8 semesters. During that time, he served as Tenor 2 section leader and was a member of Statesman. Alex plans to secure a teaching position in Ohio. Andrew Pohl graduates with a bachelor's degree in theater. The son of Kim and Dan Pohl, Andrew has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 8 semesters. He has accepted a job with Encore in Columbus, Ohio. Zachary Ayler has earned a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. The son of Joseph Ayler and Gail Wissel, Zach has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 6 semesters. During that time, he served on the Operations Committee for 4 of these semesters. Zach has accepted a position at Millipore Sigma in Cincinnati. Jared Hay has completed all requirements for a bachelor's degree in systems and behavioral neuroscience. The son of Laura and Jeffrey Hay, Jared has sung with the Men's Glee Club for 8 semesters. During that time, he served as Vice President of Operations and is the current Men's Glee Club President, as well as a member of Statesman. Jared has accepted a job with his research lab here in Columbus while he takes a gap year before getting his PhD in clinical neuropsychology. This is the Men's Glee Club class of 2022.